Hey, what's up you guys? This is Junior Trader, and in this video we are taking a look at the broader market, that is S&P 500 and Nasdaq QQQ, and also I'll be covering now Tesla from here on with the tech stocks. So not necessarily a separate video would be coming out, at least of today, or for today I should say. And then we'll take a look at, as I said, Tesla, then Microsoft, Apple, Meta, Netflix, Google, and Amazon. You can see the sequence here. I have already brought in Tesla in my regular stocks as what I talk about here. So let's jump right into it. Let's talk about what the market is doing. And is this a strong recovery that should you buy into this recovery, right? Now, before going further, I want to also show you around my new bot that takes position both on the long and the short side. And I have been talking about this from last couple of videos that you know of. This is on S&P 500. Today was also a good outcome and good result for us. This is on QQQ. Let me clean up the chart a little bit by turning off my universal indicator. This is on QQQ. Great results. The data you can see for the last 30 trades on the left side here, right on the table. Tesla also here gave us an awesome trade outcomes today as well. So again, data is on the left side of the table as well, the overall last 30 trades. And again, you can go and pick the list here. I'm just showing you some high-level stocks here, all right? But anyways, if you need access to my tools, links are in the description below of this video, all right? Now, let's go back to our analysis, and I want to start off with S&P 500 first, and then we'll go over the individual tech stocks. So S&P 500, this was the area I was talking about, that 524. It's very important if we can close a day above this level, because this is a very structural on the longer time frame, a very important area. Today it seems like we have closed above it. Now the question becomes, is this a strong recovery, right? Now we are going, yes, definitely above this level. Now it's technically in the intraday. Now is this just a rebound? Well, I would disagree that it's just a rebound, but I'm not willing to say that it's bullish as well. Why so? Because it's not bullish yet. We haven't really taken out stronger previous pivots, but what we have done though is gone above that area of resistance of 524, a structural area of resistance, and also we have a pivot over here. It's not a very apparent pivot. It may look little bit clear on the 4 hours actually. So we do have a pivot here. It's just such a strong pivot that's why it's on the daily interval, not very visible, and that's why I wanted to take you to the 4 hours interval there. So I would consider, yes, there's strength in SPY, definitely, and this is what rebound is going. Now, what I would like to say is, as long as we can continue to stay above, even tomorrow, 524 and above, into the pullbacks, this is just an upside play. If we lose 524, then we are again expecting 518, and that's where, that's why I'm saying it's not fully bullish yet, because we haven't taken out previous pivots. But also at the same time, if we, let's say, tomorrow break 524 for any reason, this level again, and 518 is the level we are watching if it's going to find a pivot finally on that daily interval. And then if we get above 524, that's the start of another run up again, in my opinion. Now, until then, I would, in this, we have a strong recovery, but I would just want to touch it intraday only right now, nothing more than that. So if anytime we lose 524, technically it's a continuation in the downtrend, but then you're watching a 518 again, it's going to hold or not. You can see on hourly interval, that's pretty much the area that we were able to hold today. And that's why I'm saying on 4 hours interval, this is most likely a pivot. The confirmation of this is that if tomorrow also we can stay above 524 and 51 cents. And that's pretty much you are watching, guys. If we can hold above 524, any pullback or any continuation from here is just an upside play. You have to see the these levels hold. If the pullbacks happens, double bottom, pivots forming, significant level holding, that's important. Now we have a 200 hours moving average up here. I do think there's a possibility, even if it rejects there, we might still be able to hold a pivot. Again, it all comes down to if it holds these levels, the levels I provided you. But Yes, this recovery, let's see if it continues to hold itself. But it's a good momentum back in the spike. Just getting above that $524 level was a very important win. Now, talking about QQQ, in the post-market seems like it, oops, sorry. In the post-market, it is above that level of structural change of 448. It's 449 right above it. So that's the thing. So again, it's the same thing. You would not see this pivot on the daily very clearly, but on the 4 hours, just like SPY, this will get very clear. So this is on 4 hours interval. You can see a pivot here. And that's pretty much it. If QQQ can continue to stay above this very significant level, 448, right, it's just a continuation to the upside. And then you can be trading there's a possibility of $460 level again underneath of this pivot. I would only touch intraday only QQQ. All right, let's go to Tesla. And I get it, guys. This video might get a bit longer, but I wanted to put in Tesla together with these tech stocks because, yeah, it just, it makes more sense to cover with SPY and QQQ Tesla because otherwise I have to talk on SPY and QQQ with Tesla again as well, right? So. But anyways, it just makes more sense now to Tesla put it together with the tech stocks because Tesla is becoming more than just an EV now, right? So anyways, Tesla. So here we are, still below 200 days moving average, that $203 area. So structural technical is not bullish on Tesla, but it's a good rebound. It's a good rebound that gives me bullish confirmation. Intraday, as I showed you, my bot also gave a good buying position. That's great, right? As from here on, if Tesla on intraday level can continue to stay above 198.87 cents tomorrow, it's a good upside play. If we lose that, then you're watching if it finds support at 20 hours moving average or above this level of 108.73 cents. Today's long play was pretty much getting out and above of this pivot. I showed you my bot already gave the position, profitable position. And then you can see the previous pivots were taken out today, and then it just was a long play for the day, right? And yeah, if we continue to hold above 198.80 cents, it's just an upside play tomorrow. If we break that, then you're watching if this 20 hours moving average holds and we don't lose 194.67 cents. That will be just a pullback right now on intraday. As for the overall structure, I finally want to see it first get above this 200 days moving average, and then we might open up the door to $214. But until then, please note that Tesla is still in the downtrend. So we are still technically just trading the rebound in the overall structure, all right? So just keep that in mind. Based on whatever time horizon you like to trade it across, just keep this in mind, the overall structure and the intraday structure, all right? And accordingly make your decisions for the levels that I have provided. That's that's Tesla. This is Microsoft. So Microsoft is a bit of a wonky situation today. Now it's still rejecting underneath of 200 days moving average. It's trying to go up, but still rejecting. So it's not out of the woods yet. And I do expect Microsoft, if it has to become fully bullish, we would need to see a lot of consolidation here and finally getting above 20 days moving average. Right now, I'm not willing to say that overall structure is bullish on this thing. It's not bullish. It's still rejecting underneath of those pivots, and it's not able to go strong. For intraday, if we can get above tomorrow 404, sure, upside. If we lose 50 or 20 hours moving average, any of those tomorrow, let me actually check something here on my indicator. Yeah, let me do the intraday depth level high. And here you go. This is the level I was waiting for. This very level. If we lose this level down here, pretty much 401.26 cents is an intraday downside play. All right, that's that. All right, that's Microsoft. Let's take a look at Apple. So Apple continuing to hold that very important trend line that I have provided you, right? It's a very significant, important, multiple months of pivot line. Apple still continues to hold above it. Technically, overall structure though, is still this is the area of the resistance. It's hitting that boundary. So if we reject here, it has to reject, the rejection be here, and then we'll see if it comes down how much. But intraday, this is the level you're watching even for intraday. If tomorrow we stay below it, reject here in the lower time frame, the price action starts rejecting, VIX starts forming, it's just a downside play intraday at least. But then we'll see if overall structure can find a pivot again at this trend line. And if it does, and then if it starts to go up again, well, good luck. It's just then continuing higher. All right, so that's Apple. Meta. Meta staying above, so this was the level I provided you, right? It's been very simple. It's been range bound, and I have been saying just this blue box is what you can be looking at. Below this, you can trade it short when it breaks below it. When it gets above it, it can be traded long. And today also, you can see it just continued higher after that. And things are looking fine, just fine on this here. Still forming higher pivots. And Meta is still good. Yeah, if any pullback comes, just watch 20 hours moving average. And on Meta, I think I want to do the intraday depth level. Maybe let's try low first. And you have to adjust these levels based off the stock you are looking at, guys. The based off of the volatility, that's how these things are set. So Meta is being high volatile. So sorry, yeah, just adjust these settings, right? So, and this is the, as long, if we can even stay above 504 into the pullback or even 20 hours moving average tomorrow, is just an intraday upside play on Meta. Yeah, Meta is, though it's range bound, but it's still holding strong. Netflix, all right. Has this thing now changed the structure? And it's very simple. Yes, since it regained back again above 621, it's not bearish anymore. If we can stay above it, it just can continue higher. If we break this again, then there's a possibility of 596 again, and then we'll see if it forms pivot anywhere here. And if this breaks again, 622 is still again then just upside. But yeah, it's looking strong. And as long as now we stay above 621, it can stay strong. All right, so that's that. Alrighty, but what's the next level, right? Like I can already see what's the next level, but if I want to explain you, let me actually make it a little bit simpler for you guys. Yeah, so for the top ones, that's fine. Let's just keep it medium here for Netflix. And yeah, definitely the next level would be if we stay above 629, this is the next level, like 646 is a possibility. If we break 624, I just talked about if we form a pivot, it's just testing that 20 days moving average, so that's an important thing to watch. But Netflix in the post market is already at 633, already above 20 days moving average. So let's see if we stay above it tomorrow, this area, it's just bullish, right? So let me mark this intraday. This is the zone you are watching. And I think I want to get rid of this blue box now. We don't need it. Let's clean up the chart a little bit here. All right. So that's that. Let's take a look at Google. All right. So Google is technically it's still not fully bullish, guys. Structure is still downtrending. This is the resistance zone on the Google. It's 163 and 78 cents. You can see today also it rejected there. If it can get above it, you can target the next level 169 and 56 cents with 20 days moving average. And otherwise, if it breaks 160 and 36 cents, it's again a downside play. Until then, otherwise, yeah, this zone, let's see if it gives it some pullback upside. And if we break, as I said, 164 and 14 cents, that's also taking out the pivots. You can expect a upside, but only if the price action breaks out above it. So you have to see the pre-market, the first few hours of the market open up, the strong candles coming. And if anytime we go up, and if let's say you didn't really see a confirmation in the price action and just fake out, I mean, regardless of what you do, you will have to have a stop loss on the other side across all these positions, right? But these are the levels where the position needs to be taken on either direction by watching the price action on the lower time frame, and then stop loss on the other side. But positions are taken at the structural changes or structural like supports or resistance with the stop loss on the other side. Amazon, the last stock for this video. And even though it's showing some rebound, but it's not fully yet bullish. It's below 200 days moving average. Unless we're not getting above it, my confidence back again like upside would not come. There's still likelihood we might just reject underneath of this tests and may falter lower, but it's doing its best to hold here. We'll have to go to the hourly interval to take a look at more of the sentiment here on Amazon. Holding higher pivots intraday, right? Intraday, let's talk about that. If Amazon can continue to hold above 20 and 50 and also this 165 and 69 cents, the next level to watch is 171 and 43 cents area. Let me actually also adjust the setting here. Let's see if I can find some other levels. Medium, nothing much different there. High, there's some levels there, but I wanted to see if there was something else down here now. Yeah, that's fine. So it's the same principles, just you can use the significance levels on Amazon, that's fine. I was just wanting to see if there's any weight needs to be given at the bottom support zone, but since it's not, just use 20 and 50 for that. And if we break below that, this is the last line of defense, 160. But if it lose 20 and 50, I would not want to be bullish on this. And but yeah, if we stay above 165 and 74 cents, then sure upside. There's a chance if in pre-market, which I assume might not happen, if it pre-market weakens up, but it holds 160 and 53 cents, then regardless of if it stays even below 20 and 50, that's fine. This pullback can continue because it's getting choppy here. And what I saw on the on the daily interval is a lot of buying sitting down here. Let me see how I show you this buying here. So this is when this is the wicks area, right? This is where the buying is sitting. So that's why I'm saying that even on those little bit of pullbacks down here in the pre-market, this thing may hold strong if that, those areas like 160 areas hold. So I'm not fully able to, I would intraday, I'm not fully wanting to negate their possibilities of upside. And there's likelihood that we may, because the market is running strong in the recovery at least mode. But overall structure, it's an intraday play right now. Overall, for the upside. Overall structure on Amazon is not bullish right now, guys. It's still below, as long as it's below 200 days moving average, my confidence is not overall structural wise bullish on Amazon. Intraday, yes, as for what I talked about, as long as those levels hold in the price action and this channel. All right, that's it for the channel support, I mean here, for the buying that we are seeing. All right, that's it for this video, guys. If you found it helpful, valuable, hit the like, subscribe. As I said, if you need access to my tools that I showed you early in this video, links to my tools are in the description below. And with that, I'll see you in my next videos. Bye.